YouTube. Okay. I'm going to get this working. Okay. This is not fucking working. I don't want audio. Okay. Okay. And then... Okay. Well, that's a start. What did I just do? Fuck. Damn it. Alright. Fuck. What do you mean? Why are you doing... Sorry, everyone. Difficulties of a technical nature. Surprise, surprise. Properties. How do I make this smaller? There we go. Okay. Wow, technical difficulties, who would have guessed? Why are you... I'm logging in. Why are you doing this? Why are you making me re-log in, Discord? Are you being a poophead? You doing alright, Josiah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I swear, everything that can go on does go on at gmail.com. Oh, should not say my password out loud. That would be bad. Password does not match. Fine, let's try that. There we go. Okay. Now I just want display capture. Why is that so fucking hard to do? Okay. Okay. Can you guys hear me? And see me? Oh, I know what I need to do. Go live. Okay, that is good because I am not seeing myself on YouTube right now, which is strange but part of the course. Classic live streaming? Oh, there we are. Cool. Okay. Hi everyone. Super Trampoline. This is Josiah, my friend. He's pretty cool. Oh right, I muted myself because if I don't, that happens.
Josiah, my friend.
I get a feedback. Oh right, I muted myself because if I don't, that happens.
Josiah, my friend.
I get a feedback.
Alright, I need to get some alcohol.
Oh right, I muted myself because if I don't, that happens.
Josiah, my friend.
I get a feedback.
I need to get some alcohol.
Oh right, I muted myself because if I don't, that happens. Josiah, my friend. I get a feedback.
Oh boy.
Alright, so I did promise y'all I would be drunk for this, because Lord knows we could all use some alcohol after this cursed contest. So, I have a little bit of grenadine and some stream offline. Oh, okay. But I will tell you, Josiah is really fucking good at Smash. So if you want to play Smash Brothers with him, hit me up. I'll put you in contact. He'll beat you though, probably. What? No, I don't want to fucking restart. Jesus Christ.
It looked like it was going back up.
Okay. So, I did want to... Okay, no, I need to pour myself a drink or else I'll forget. Yeah, y'all are going to see why this contest was so cursed. Because of me. Oh, and I didn't... Hold on. Got one more thing to do. Almost. Oh. Is this plugged in already? Yes. Cool. And let's get this. There we go. Here for some nice pretty lights. And can you hit the light behind you? Wham. Wham. Good band. I mean, I only know one of their songs. Wake Me Up Before You Go. Alright. I'm gonna open up a Discord tab so I can see y'all being like, oh my god, Super Trampoline, what the fuck? How are you this disorganized? And, should be Gucci. Let's see. The vodka goes first. Lexicon Spark. You can watch me drink. It's fine. Doopa-doopa-doo. Ew, guacamole. Oh, avocado in a mixed drink? Jesus Christ. Okay. Hi. Okay. Let me say, Rob Cakerin. Did you guys know Rob Cakerin53 wrote My Little Dashie? It's a great story. Rob is debating whether he wants to write My Little Dashie 2, so you should make sure to tell him that you really want to see it happen. And tell him I said so. He'll appreciate it. I can't get my computer's screen capture to work, so I guess no live streaming of the judges. Oh, but I can give y'all audio of the judges, at least. I paste. Sorry, we will get into the thing at one point. At judge. A streaming of the judges' beautiful, B-E-A-U, faces. But if any of you all want to hop into the voice chat, y'all can do that. Alright. And I'm going to hop into the voice chat myself. Hello! Why are you muted? Oh no, that's to mute you. Okay, I'm in the voice chat. Contest discussion. Oh, okay, so Andre Luke Martinez here. I forgot to announce this because I kind of have a lot going on. He will do a reading of the winning story, and I bet if I bribe him with enough alcohol, he might even do a reading of the 2 second and third place stories. So, he's a cool guy. He does story readings and voice acting work. And yes, the Drider pony, there is indeed a lag. It's kind of weird. I can't really do anything about that. Alright. Read aloud the moment you see this. Drider pony, I don't know why you can't unmute. Try connecting and disconnecting? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I should have tested this better ahead of time. But them's the breaks, am I right? Them's the breaks. We all got through this. Ooh, that is really trippy. Nice. And then I've got this trippy shirt. It was $20 on Dress Lily. They mostly do dresses, but they also have some kick-ass, like, long-sleeve shirts. And I'm out of grenadine, which is a shame. Do you like grenadine? Have you ever had grenadine?
I have no idea what that is.
Grenadine is, I guess it's like supposed to be pomegranate flavored? No one really actually knows. It just goes in like sugary mixed drinks. But the first ingredient is sugar, so... Yeah. I mean, the first ingredient of a lot of things is sugar. The first ingredient of this pina colada mix is, guess. You want to guess? Sugar. Yeah. Alright. Oh. Oh, yeah. I need to update the live stream description. That's from last time. But y'all should read Licky Flitter by Hap. It's an amazing story. Theoretically, it should be up on my channel. If not... Oh, I remember. I couldn't get the live stream working that time. I'll have to live stream Licky Flitter. No, I'll do that after after this contest. I will... strong. I do not like the taste of alcohol. I'll do a reading of that once I'm nice and drunk. Alright, let's get this 1 degree warmer. Alright, so, as you all know, I organized... Yes, Hap is very cool. He has a math equation, like I think a quantum mechanics or special relativity equation tattooed on his arm. Ask him about math. Ask Hap about math. Ask Panetta about science. They're both cool-ass cats. So, I did... Okay, let me just do a check. I have YouTube up, I've got Discord up, and I've got...
Is it working? Can you
Oh, I hear you. Rob?
Rob? Hi.
Oh, it is Rob the man.
What's up?
Yo.
Is there a lot of background? Is there a lot of background sound?
Yeah. So, if y'all want to hear the voice of Rob Kakern53, author of My Little Dashie, and judge for this contest, you can hop into the Discord chat.
Hold on. I see I'm feeding through. Hold on. I gotta fuck with the voice settings.
Oh, I should probably put in an earbud so that the voice chat, you guys aren't getting weird-ass feedback. Let's see if I can find my headphones or earbuds.
But I don't know why I won't.
Y'all, thanks for bearing with me. Y'all are the real MVPs. Oh, I need to charge my phone.
Like, when you guys talk, am I bleeding through? Do you hear me echoing?
Hold on. That's not friendship. There's toothpaste. Brushing your teeth is important, or else you have to spend thousands of dollars at the dentist. Now, of course, if we had socialized healthcare, that wouldn't be the case. You could go to the dentist and get your toothache fixed before you had to get your tooth pulled, but that's neither here nor there. Headphones.
How's that?
Not in my pocket.
Is it echoing on your end, ST?
Yeah, that's probably because of me.
No, I'm on speakerphone with my phone.
Y'all, thanks for your patience. Josiah, can you hit the lights for a moment, please? Alright, think. I'm me, I have a penchant for losing things. Where do I put my earbuds?
I don't have headphones. Not with me.
Yeah, see, this is why I said the announcement shit might take an hour. You are my hero, Josiah. Thank you. Alright, Josiah came through on the clutch. Actually, before we get into the formal announcements of who the winners are, and I do have them, thank God, I should use the restroom real quick. So, Josiah can entertain you for 2 minutes. Josiah be entertaining or something.
Alright, I got the speakerphone off. Is that better?
Oh, here, let me plug my headphones in real quick. So that...
Hello?
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 Hold on.
I guess...
Oh, I hear you, Rob, in my earbuds.
Fuck. This fucking piece of shit.
Alright, I'll be right back. Are you cool not hearing the live stream? Well, you're gonna hear me.
On our end?
Yeah, you're just not gonna hear my friends. You'll hear me. Restroom. You're seeing me in my natural state. You see why it's hard for me to get shit done.
Yeah.
Alright, entertain them with some Smash stories or something.
Smash stories. What's that supposed to mean?
Alright, hello? Can you hear me? Super Trampoline, can you hear me? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I swear to fucking God, if you're trolling me, I'm gonna kick your ass. This phone.
Oh no. It's gone.
Testing.
Hey, we hear
Does it
you.
work?
Yep, you're on. Cool.
Oh, live on the internet. This is new.
People saying in the thing that they hear me.
Rob, he wasn't responding because he walked away from the camera.
I didn't know this. Forgive me. Okay, I am praying to God I don't run out of data here at my dad's house. And I've got a box fan blowing on me directly because the fucking fruit flies are so fucking thick in this house that it's like I fucking don't move and they start landing on me everywhere. So pissed off right now. My father left for the cabin up north for the holiday because he said, "Oh fuck it," and he left all his fucking trash everywhere, and the kitchen's half full of moldy ass pizza. Every time I touch anything, there's fucking fruit bugs everywhere. So the kitchen's a no man's land. I ain't going in there until the morning. And the living room's half as bad, but at least it's starting to finally calm down. But I've got a box fan blowing on me directly, so they're kind of leaving me alone unless I stretch my legs out and they start landing on my toes. So welcome to hell, where the ceiling hasn't been dusted in 25 years.
Well, if you adjust the fan direction, you can take care of that right now.
Fuck no! Everything's all the cobwebs and dust is so thick. Fuck no! Like, no, just no. It is all kinds of no. And then start to because I don't know where the fuck the remote is for the TV.
Alright, have you been entertaining them?
They're entertaining themselves. Rob's talking about how hell his dad's house is.
Dude, Rob is the funniest fucker. He is so cool. Oh.
Hey, the live stream chat wants to know if you all can see it.
What?
The live stream chat is asking if they can see
Actually, you know, you have Discord
See
on your
what?
phone, right?
it. The live stream chat
Yeah.
in the YouTube.
How do we-
I
how
don't
do
have
we
the
see
splitter.
it? How do
That's
we
not.
do
Yeah, I don't know. I've never live streamed,
No.
but
Well,
I'm watching it as well, and the
I don't
chat
know.
there
But
is
you can
asking
just put it on your. You just open it
can
on
see
your
it.
phone
Yeah.
and open the voice channel.
How do I do
Oh,
phone
you need to
now?
hop into this. Here, I'll send you. Where did I put it?
I'm on the fag hoot.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Sounds like.
Because I've tried doing those panoramic fucking sexual photographs, and they don't like work on my phone.
Oh my god, it's so weird to hear Rob after 9 years. Holy fuck.
What?
It's the first time I've heard your voice after 9 years.
Really? Has it been that long? Fuck, I
Yeah.
don't remember any of this shit.
Oh, Josiah.
fuck.
Hello. If
Oh
you
man,
guys.
Apollo's about to launch himself into space. There he goes. Bye, Apollo.
All right. So at least one person wants to watch me take a shot. If you're following along on Discord, Rob is telling people about his house apparently, or his dad's
No, I'm at
house.
my dad's house.
Okay.
My dad's house was built in the early 20s as a green farm. So they literally cut the trees down, built the house with them, shaved all the sheep, used that for insulation. So
That's
it's a
cool as
greenhouse.
fuck.
It's been condemned 5 times, but every time it just kind of like survives.
Wow. It's resilient.
It's great. Except my fucking father gets lazy and doesn't clean after himself. The fucking bugs are getting bad again in here. Fuckers. Fucking get away from my beer, you little shit! Alright. So what are we doing?
Okay.
Is this actually happening?
It is happening. I'm gonna take a shot.
Release us. Are we gonna release us from this curse?
Yes.
ST?
Okay.
Fuck, I keep calling you ST, but it's nothing saying SD.
Oh,
Okay.
ST is a great author. I'm sad I didn't get to run into them at well, maybe I did run into them at BronyCon and just didn't know. No one knows. But Rob, you know what I told people before you hopped into the chat?
What?
You'll be happy with this, because I know it's been on your mind lately. I told them how you're thinking about doing My Little Dash. I can't say this with a straight face. About how you're doing My Little Dashie 2, and you're wondering if you should go through with it, and that people should tell you how much it would mean to them, and encourage you to hurry up and publish My Little Dashie 2.
Dude, I've already done the first chapter of My Little Dashie 2. If you paid attention to my fucking page, there is a My Little Dashie 2.
There is?
It's got the best fucking cover art ever.
Okay.
It took me a half hour in MS Paint to make it.
I love it. Let's search My Little. No, focus, Brian.
Search
Focus.
My Little Dashie 2.
Focus.
Like, go to my fucking FemThic thing.
No, what? I'm doing this. Okay, My Little Dashie.
Yeah,
Here's
do
a fun
it.
fact for
man,
y'all.
Buck Rogers is on. I love this show.
So here's a fact for y'all. My story called Please Downvote is the most downvoted story on FemFiction. It has like 1,150 downvotes or something.
And guess
My
what's
Little
number
Dashie
2, bitch?
is number 2.
Fuck yeah!
Before I took that throne, Rob had both the most upvoted and downvoted story on FemFiction, but alas, no longer.
It's great.
Alright, y'all ready to see me do a shot? It's not gonna be pleasant. I've got a chaser here, though.
Yo, dude, I've got root beer moonshine.
Oh!
I think the bugs are starting to go to sleep.
Oh.
I don't see them as thick out anymore.
Yeah, the bugs.
Jesus Christ, I hate the taste of alcohol.
Like, I don't know if this will work. I'm gonna try to zoom in on the fucking ceiling light here. Like, if I can do this. I can't hear anyone, by the way, when I'm doing this. Like,
So,
this is like,
fuck, goddamn.
this is like, oh my god! It's fucking cursed!
Oh, there's a YouTube stream chat.
This is fucking cursed.
What?
I don't know what chat I'm in, but I'm posting it for no context. Fucking no context.
Okay, live dashboard. Oh, cool. Alright, let's look at this.
No context ceiling light. No context ceiling light post.
Okay, so my volume output is way high. Okay, I can fix that. YouTube. 15 people watching. Wow, that's impressive.
Woo!
Alright, kids, how would I lower my YouTube volume? Stream options?
Yeah, I might be loud. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. This is for my YouTube output. Someone said I'm really loud. And someone's texting me. Jesus Christ. We could record around 9. Oh, shit.
So what's our plan for actually doing the voting thing that we were doing?
Oh, no, the voting's all done. I'm about to announce the results.
Well, we need to fucking release this curse so that we can actually, like, die in peace here.
Yeah, I should be free around 9, maybe a pinch later, period. Okay. I just am going to lower my volume a bit because someone said it's way too loud, and then, how the goddamn fuck do I lower my volume?
I'm pretty sure the 3 people are just dying to fucking know if they won or not.
Do advanced settings?
I don't know how the YouTube streaming works.
Why? It shouldn't be this hard to.
No, it might be like is the
live
YouTube
dashboard? That sounds good.
Is the YouTube's using your computer microphone or Discord microphone?
My computer microphone.
What?
Yeah, my computer microphone.
Okay, well then just go into your fucking microphone settings and turn it down.
Oh. Thank you.
Right?
Yeah. Of
you
course,
sound fine
I
to
knew
me,
that.
But I'm using my cell phone, so I don't know what's happening right now.
There's speakers.
I can't see text messages or chat.
Maybe it's camera.
Like I want another beer, but I'm scared to go into the kitchen right now.
Why?
The bugs have finally calmed down.
Dude, I want to legit just get drunk tonight, but it's not my alcohol. You fuckers have convinced me that I want to get drunk.
Well, I always just do, because why fucking not?
I think you might be an alcoholic, Rob.
You're faking alcoholic.
My alcohol.
Okay.
No, dude.
I can't figure out how to turn the volume down on YouTube.
I prefer the term drunk. Because I don't rely on alcohol to survive, but when I start drinking, I just drink and keep going.
Okay, I will have to read these comments later. The volume's fine now? Okay, cool.
That's a good thing.
Alright, so. Hi, I'm Super Trampoline. Or Brian Chandler, if you want to stalk me. Please do. I write crappy My Little Pony fanfiction. And about a year and a half ago, I was like, you know what this world needs more of? This world needs more My Little Pony fecoods. And so I say to myself, why don't you run a My Little Pony fecood contest? And I told some people, and I want to give a shout out. I'm going to be giving shout outs throughout the night. Pascoite.
Do it.
Pascoite was a early supporter, and he was like, oh, can you hit the lights again, please? Pascoite was an early supporter, and he was like, fuck yeah, you should do a fecood contest, I'll help. I'm like, yeah, boy. And I asked some people if they wanted to judge, and they were like, yeah, sure. And then I got busy and nothing happened. That was about a year ago. And then late spring, I'm like, you should do a fecood contest. Excuse me. And So I started asking around, seeing if people would be interested. And people seemed interested. So, alright. And if I do pause, it might be ADHD or it might be me checking the Discord chat. I was like, okay, I'm going to run a Feghoot contest. So I started mulling over what the rules should be, and I started asking a fuck ton of people if they wanted to help judge it, because, I knew there was going to be a lot of entries, because Feghoots are a fairly short medium, and, I didn't want people to have to read 50,000 words of Feghoot. I wouldn't wish... Actually, no, I would wish that on my worst enemies, but, it's beside the point. And, so I sent out maybe 100 different PMs to various authors who either were just really good authors or really good comedy authors or just upstanding members of the film fiction community, like Skeeter the Lurker, for example. So, we got a contest. And
Don't lie to yourself. Definitely.
the contest itself, I'd say, went pretty smoothly. The results have been a bit cursed.
The contest went good, but everything after that has just been a shit.
Yeah. And also, for the YouTube viewers out there, if I pause, it's because, like, Rob or someone else is talking in the Discord chat. Yeah.
Oh, are we not hearable in the other thing?
No, because I put my earbuds in... Wait, actually... Let me try something really quick.
So they can't hear us. Well, then they can go fuck themselves as cocksucking motherfucking assholes, dick-ass, shit fuckers, tit motherfuckers.
Actually,
Jesus
Rob,
Christ.
they can. I have it open another tab.
Oh.
Okay,
I love you
so
all.
the YouTube stream
Just go fuck
is streaming the audio for the Discord channel. Yes?
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
But yes, Super Trampoline, keep telling your story. Tell
Okay,
us.
cool. Alright, it's hearable for YouTube. That is great. I love technology. Also, the program I'm using is called OBS. It's like something screen capture or whatever. And it's free, and it's pretty simple. Alright, so I recruited around 30 judges and told people they had basically a month and a half to write a Feghoot, put out some rules. You can find those rules on Film Fiction. And people delivered. We had 64 entries into this contest.
Woo!
So that makes this one of the largest My Little Pony writing contests ever.
Woo!
I don't... Lexicon Spark is dropping the link to the program I'm using in the Discord chat. I don't know what contests have been larger. I think some of the ones Equestria Daily has done have probably been larger. Actually, it was an Equestria Daily Bat Pony contest that first got me around to making my OC, Super Trampoline the Bat Pony, and well, I've been gracing y'all with my presence ever since.
Yeah, it's kind of rare that you get a contest with over 100 submissions.
Especially
lot of them
now.
are between like probably 40 and 60.
Yeah. Well,
With the average being in the lower 50s. So yes, this was actually
Hell,
a pretty
that's-
good competition.
Yeah, the incest contest got a lot because that's some weird dude was offering like large amounts of money just for
incest.
Well, no, it's because someone was literally offering, I think it was $20 just for entering and another $25 if you made it about Celestia and Luna. And so...
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, some anonymous No, it wasn't anonymous. I don't remember who it was, but they said who they were. They just really liked shelling out thousands of dollars for large amounts of pony incest stories. I mean, you do you, boo, so whatever. But,
Those fucking cheap bastards.
Hey, they're innocent until...
what?
Your face is guilty.
You said something pew dashy pie, but it like cut off or something. I'm not drunk enough for this. Alright, so I ran a contest.
Your story, Trampoline.
Okay. And we got 64 entries, which is pretty impressive. And most of them are good. Now, I want to offer a disclaimer. I'm a piece of shit. I've only read about a third of the contest stories in my own contest. I will read all of them, but as you're probably noticing from watching this stream, I am woo, and there's a lot going on. There's always a lot going on, and I tried to keep up at first, but y'all wrote too much. You wrote too many entries, and so I have read the top 3 for tonight, and some of the honorable mentions and runner-ups. I will get to all of them in the next couple days. I'm a bad person. I apologize for that. I just have executive dysfunction, and part of that is being really bad with time management and like setting aside time to do things you need to do. So yeah, we ran a contest, and then the contest ended, and then I thought we were going to get the contest results at BronyCon, but yeah, that didn't happen.
Oh, we had problems. We had lots
of problems. So
I was amazed that 2 people literally showed up though for the Fegu thing, and those people both get props for going to BronyCon and then showing up just for the results. And then I'm sorry that we just said "lol, fuck off" and we didn't do it.
Right, but it's happening now. It is finally happening. The last day of August.
Yes, it is, and we should probably start getting to that before we fucking have internet catastrophe failures and we get caught off.
Yes. Okay. So,
this fucking curse.
This oh yeah, the box of Cheerios, dude. There were Starbursts. I missed the Starburst. Shit.
Yeah, someone had a box of Starburst, and then they were throwing them in my box of Cheerios. So every handful of Cheerios, I was eating random Starburst.
Jesus, that's cursed. So I want to briefly tell y'all how the judging worked. Each story, the initial round, was read by 4 different judges. We each graded it on 4 metrics. How good the pun at the end was, and that was on a scale of 1 to 10. How good the story was, that was a scale of 1 to 5. How good, the writing of the story was, scale of 1 to 5, and how good, the grammar and syntax was. So all those, 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, added up to 25. So each judge would grade that story and give it between a 4 and a 25-point score. Each story was read by 4 judges. I then added up those scores. In the initial round, the highest scoring story was 89 points, I think. Excuse me, or 89% if you use a percentage. And no Pasquite, there was no incest scale. This wasn't an incest contest. If you want incest contests, the incest group on FemFiction does a new contest every month. Alright? Go there, you sick fucks.
Well, maybe we should do a incest feghoot.
We are not doing an incest feghoot contest. Okay. Yeah, Josiah, there's actually a channel for non-pony memes and shitposts. So post it there. It is called the Non-Pony Memes and Shitpost channel. So, where was I? Oh, yes. And the lowest scoring story initially was 30-something. Alright,
Which, when you really think about it, that's not that terrible.
Right, and I actually really liked the 30-something scoring story, but it was a troll fic, so some people who have poor taste weren't so fond of it, but I really appreciated it.
Yeah.
Chris, if you can hear me, can you post in the contest chat your notes on the top 11 finalists, please? Actually, no, don't post it in the chat. Post it in the judges' chat so that we don't give it all away who was the finalist. And yes, Moonshot, it was Jakid. I love Jakid so much. Y'all should go follow. I assume him, given his avatar, is a male detective cop.
Oh God,
been a while
fucking
since
J-Kid. That was. I'm still very confused. Like, I don't know if this person's being legitimate, or they're just fucking with us, or both.
I love
But
his
I love them all the
stories.
same.
Okay, I'm gonna message Chris.
Oh my God, I read a couple other ones after reviewing him with the Feg Hoot, and I'm going, what?
I've seen him pop up, but I've never had the courage to actually read it.
No,
It's
he's
actually wildly entertaining.
yeah, he's one of my favorite trollfic authors. And
I think I remember reading something of his a few years back, but I haven't.
yeah, Present Perfect loves him too. So yeah, of these 64 stories, originally I said that the top 16 would advance, but it was hard to find a good cutoff point. So I ended up letting the top 22 stories advance. So rounded up the top third of stories. And one thing I would do differently next year is I'll try to have each story be read by 5 or 6 judges and take off the top scoring judge and the bottom scoring judge of each, because I will say some judges did grade more harshly than other judges, but hopefully having each story read by at least 4 judges countered that somewhat, because I wanted it to be a fair system. So the top 22 stories advanced, and then the next second round had another 4 judges read each story, not the same judges for each story, and give their scores, and then we averaged all 8 scores, and so, 8 judges is a lot for one story, and so I figured it'd be pretty balanced. And after that, I originally said 6 to 9 stories would advance, but again, I couldn't choose where a good cutoff spot was, so we went with 11 stories for the final round, so exactly half of that. So, actually, almost exactly 1/6 of the contest entries made it to the final round. And I do want to say, everything I've read, other than like one story maybe, have been really good. So this contest produced a lot of high quality stories, many of which made it to the feature box.
They did. It was.
Alright, Chris wrote really long-ass reviews, which he just sent me. Okay, not really long-ass, but they're like big paragraphs. I would eventually like to offer commentary on each of the top 11, but that's not right now. I need to read them all. So, y'all are waiting for the results. Oh, and then in the finalists, we had 14 different judges. Well, 15, but one messed up with the scoring. They just ranked things 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which showed they didn't actually know what they're doing. But so I discounted that score. 14 judges read all 11 of the finalists and then ranked them from 1 to 11. And that actually was anonymous because I didn't think to put in SurveyMonkey a second question of, hey, which judge are you? So I don't know who was reading those stories other than they were one of the judges. And I would like to very quickly thank each and every judge. Now, note, some of these people I'm about to thank initially agreed. Oh, good. I'm glad this is what I entered and not the results. That would have sucked. Agreed to judge, but didn't actually judge, and some were like just finalists. So, thank you. We'll go top to bottom. Or bottom to top. Tangerine Blast, Magoni. They were 2 late judges I added afterwards because I needed more judges. Andrew Rogue probably dropped out. Oh well. Jedi Master Ed, thank you. Inquisitor M, thank you. Chris, thank you. X-Juggernaut X, who insists the X's are silent, but I don't care, thank you. He came back. He hadn't been in the fandom for a while, and he came back and judged stuff. Sharp Spark, thank you. Rambling Rider, thank you. Drakey C, thank you. Aquaman had a lot going on running the fucking BronyCon bookstore. Props to fucking that. But so he wasn't able to participate, but thank you for agreeing. Pascoite, thank you. Thank you so much for helping organize and shit. Skeeter the Lurker, who's a great guy. I believe helped with the final round, but I'm not sure because the entries were anonymous. But cool guy. Esau, I think that's how you pronounce it. The guy who wrote Celestia Code. I mean the Celestia Chode. Thank you. Paul Asarin, who's a great reviewer. Thank you. B25 dropped out, but he's still a cool cat and writes great Spike stories. Titanium Dragon, thank you. Present Perfect, thank you so much. Present Perfect is the funniest, maybe not the funniest, but a really good reviewer, and you should follow him if you're not already. Imagine Psycho kind of dropped off the radar, but he writes some funny stories. He also writes Venus stories, which aren't usually funny, but occasionally they intersect. I'm kidding, they're good stories. Imagine Seiko is my arch rival, but we both wear Hawaiian shirts, so now he's just my frenemy. Master Weaver, thank you. Sign Wolf, she is a cool-ass motherfucker. You should go follow her. Thank you. Totally Not a Brony, who writes lots of cool stories about ponies and guns and ponies and battleships and ponies and military shit. He and I wrote a really shitty collab once, and it was shitty because of me, not because of him. And Dusty Pony did too, but Dusty's not in the fandom anymore. Sorry, Andrew Joshua Talon dropped out, but that's okay, still cool. Regadar, thank you for help. Regadar's like the OG shitposter. O'Calhoun, thank you. Tatsuro is the best crossover author in the fandom, thank you. Chief Maximus, thank you. Rob Kakern53, you crazy motherfucker, thank you. Chengar Kordoth, who wrote Life and Times of a Winning Pony, which I hear is a pretty good story. And apparently a friend of Rob's, is that correct? No, friend of someone. Chengar Kordoth. I know that he hangs out with someone, but I can't remember who.
Yeah, I don't remember who.
Wanderer D was pretty busy, but is a cool dude who writes some good stories. He's writing a really long-ass Sunset Shimmer
comes to my house usually every couple weeks. Yeah.
Okay. Wanderer's writing Ranger, which is a long-ass Sunset Shimmer XCOM crossover, which y'all should read. I haven't, but that's pretty good, apparently. Brony Rider, thank you. Brony Rider is cool. I've hung out with him at a bunch of different cons, and he has a snake and a baby, in no particular order.
Whoa.
Shannon K. Garrity, she is the co-author with Skywriter, who y'all should follow, because he's, in my opinion, possibly the best author in the fandom. Him, Horizon, Colton Gardez, a few others I'd argue about ranking, but Skywriter's a good author. Shannon and Skywriter co-write Skin Horse, which is an amazing webcomic. She helped with scores, thank you. And I believe on the second or final round, Penstroke helped. So thank you, Penstroke. He wrote a story called My Little Dashie. No, he wrote Past Sins.
Go fuck yourself.
He wrote Past Sins, which, if you ever want to read a parody of, I wrote a parody called Nightmare Nicks, spelled Knicks, about the 1979 New York Knickerbockers possessing the body of a young filly. It's really stupid, but the cover art's amazing. So, yeah, and then I organized. And we have some prizes, which I'll get to in a moment. Prizes. Oh, so, TJ Pones, who does the Horsewife comics, has agreed to draw, I believe, a small sketch from one of the winning entries. Round Trip, who is the creator of My Little Pony in a Nutshell series, which is those ponies with stick figure legs who always say, what the hey, has agreed to do a simple sketch for the winner. And then Texas Uber Alice on DeviantArt has agreed to do a small sketch for a winner. So I need to coordinate with them because I haven't been super up to date on that, but they are going to do some art for the winners. So cool. And then Andre is going to do readings of at least one of the winners, hopefully 3. I just need to bribe him with alcohol or something. He's cool. So, anyone have anything to say before we get to who the fuck won? No, okay.
I'd just like to say it was really fun to be here after, 9...
You cut out.
And, I appreciate you put...
You keep cutting out.
Yeah.
whoever was saying thank you and that was fun, you're welcome. I'm glad I could organize this. Reading the Discord comments really quick. Oh yeah, Pasquite actually wrote one of the highest ranking stories in the first round, but being a judge himself, that story was not eligible to advance beyond the first round.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm sad that mine didn't make anything.
Well, yours,
But then
we
again,
didn't end
it
up
was.
entering into the judging.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that. So that's okay.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Pew, you are welcome. God, it's been 9 years of this fucking show. Yeah, I will, Lexicon, I will mention y'all who helped with the results. So, the final round was ranked choice voting, which is my favorite type of voting. In U.S. politics, it would help third parties have a chance, which, regardless of your political affiliation, I think you can agree, the two main parties right now could use some competition.
Can't stump the Trump.
Okay, we're not getting into that. Y'all know my political affiliation already. But yeah, ranked choice voting is, in my opinion, close to, if not the fairest voting system. Now, this contest, ranked choice voting, it turns out, isn't super complex. It's just a little hard to implement if you're not super savvy like me. I mean, I probably could have figured it out. But I want to give a shout out to Lexicon Spark, helped with that. Also, shout out to Lexicon Spark. Judges, if you got random ass PMs that sounded like they were from me but weren't coming from me, that was Lexicon Spark. He was my courier. Thank you, dude.
Here's your alt.
No, he's not my fucking alt.
Yep, alts for days.
So Lexicon Spark helped with the final judging. Who's the other person? I'll get to the main person who helped with that in a moment. I need to look at who's in. Fuck, who else helped with that? This is why I needed to make notes. If I scroll back far enough, doop-a-doo. Alex T. Fish, thank you for helping with the judging. And then Moonshot actually did the final computation of ranked choice voting, and they have placed their computations in the chat somewhere. I think I pinned it. Yeah, I pinned it. And they also showed some alternative rankings systems. The short and long of it is that while different systems give different results, all of them that don't suck agreed on the top 3 stories being the top 3 stories, although they had different orderings. We'll get to that a little later in more detail when we get to the top 3, but the point is, thank you to those people for helping with judging. Next time I do a contest, I'm going to try to use like the write-off system or something. But wow, 8:30. Yeah, let's talk about the winners, eh? Oh, I need to check the YouTube chat. Okay. Doop-a-doo.
If I can jump in for a second before you get everything started.
Yeah.
So I know you said you're doing some drinking during this, and I do not have any alcohol here, but in order to go along with you, I got a bottle of vinegar.
Oh.
So every time you announce...
Oh, no! Don't fucking... No! You don't... No.
It's malt vinegar, it's fine.
No!
Rob, let the man drink.
So my grandmother passed away 5 years ago, and 2 years ago we finally emptied her house. I got over 100 bottles of wine, and so far about a third of them have just been straight vinegar. They're so old, but I've drank them anyway. Don't fucking do it. It is not worth your life.
You know what?
I'm not chugging a whole bottle. I'm taking a shot per story an ounce.
Well, I just chugged them, so excuse me.
Okay, so, whoever said I'm not horse famous yet, mate, well, you're called a person, so I don't really know who you are. Yeah, and also, Present Perfect reviewed every single one of the entries, so, Present, you mad bastard, good job. Alright, so, let's fucking get on this. So, I'm going to announce from, 1 to, I'm going to start with the runner-ups. And my friend who is staying with me temporarily, I have to contact him because he is homeless right now and I don't want him on the streets. So, he's crashing with me for a bit. Okay, so, I have the top stories, and I'm gonna... You cannot see my screen, correct?
We cannot.
Okay, cool. But you can see, if you're on YouTube, you can see a document that says, like, Film Fiction Festival results, right? Yeah? Okay, cool. You see the doc. Okay. I'm sorry, Moonshot. If you grab your dinner and, like, eat it here... Okay, I'm sorry, guys. This is why this took so long, because I'm a discombobulated mess. So, without further ado, can I get a drum roll, please? Josiah, can I get a drum roll? In number 11th place, a runner-up, we have... Oh, I need to open that one, too. Okay, keep the drum roll going, keep the drum roll going. This is a big drum roll. Docs. Fuck, where is it? God damn it. Okay, oh, I know what I need to do. Docs home. No, I don't want to exit that. Damn it. God, fuck. Okay, thank you, Josiah. This guy is such a good wingman. Open link in new tab. No, I don't want...
This is a cursed content up to the last minute.
Fake Food Festival. Here we go. And no, not that link. Results live stream. Here we go. Okay, in 11th place we have The Second Rise and Fall of the Storm King by Drider Pony. Yay!
Oh, look, I need a thing. Ow. Where, I closed my tab.
Congratulations, Drider Pony. I'm looking forward to it.
I had a whole YouTube ready with a reaction audio, and then I had closed it and forgot to play it.
Oh, okay. If you want to play that, you can.
Yes! Yay!
So, yeah. Good job. I haven't read that one yet, my bad, but I hear it's one of the few stories that attempted to do a big adventure, and as far as I understand, pulled it off pretty well, so I am looking forward to reading that.
I thought it was alright.
Oh, you're in this, that was yourself saying that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're in the chat. Okay, cool. So, Moonshot, I hope there's not a 23.8 earthquake. I don't even know what a fucking 23.8 earthquake would be like. That'd be like... We'd all be dead.
I'm pretty sure it only goes to 10, and that's when the ground turns into a liquid.
So, number 11. No, we just said that. Number 10...
Wait, are you just finally announcing number 11?
Just announced number 11.
I fucking went to the bathroom, stumbled, tripped and fell, then got out into the kitchen, fought off the bugs, went onto the porch to the fridge, got a beer, and came back, and you're just on number 11.
This is why I'm glad Rob is here.
No one is correcting me right now. So, okay. I just want to make sure where we're at right now.
A correction would imply you were inaccurate in any of your statements.
Exactly.
I am just now getting to number 10.
Yeah, no, you're correct in this assumption.
So, number 10, drum roll please. Number 10 is Rarity Dreams of Non-Electric Sheep by Chris Overstreet.
Oh god, that one.
Another I confess I have not read, and I will rectify that in the next 48 hours. But Chris writes...
That one's actually really good.
Well, I would hope it's really good. It was one of the finalists. And by the way, y'all, I did link to this FedCoot Results livestream doc, and you can comment on it if you want. I have commenting open.
Oh, no.
And Chris Overstreet writes a really good story, which I haven't read. That's a common theme, really good stories I haven't read, called, I believe, Changeling Space Program or something. It's basically a ponification of the Kerbal Space Program. So I should probably read that.
Yeah.
All right.
It is profoundly good.
Profoundly good. I think it's already in my highly recommended folder, i.e. stories that someone else really likes. Excuse me. Story number 9. Are y'all ready for that? Okay, I do want to say something right here. I've decided on a policy, and y'all can hate me for this or not. Oh, shit. Well, I'll announce that later. Basically, if someone's if someone has more than one entry that placed, they are going to get whatever the highest place prize they got. So I probably should have written that down somewhere. I apologize. But as y'all are about to see, there are authors who won multiple places in this. So, give me a drum roll. Number 9 is Here I Am at Camp Sonata, also by The Drider Pony.
Really?
Yes, people liked it.
Oh, okay. Yay, again.
Woo!
Now, I want to note what's interesting about ranked choice voting. Assuming Moonshot isn't bullshitting the results, and Moonshot showed all their math, so I don't think they are. The story that didn't get any first place votes and only got one second place vote, and again, I posted all the raw data, which y'all can look at, and I'll post with the story names afterwards, that got no first place votes and one second place vote, still had a lot of other fairly high votes, so the way ranked choice voting works, that story actually didn't end up being last place. Ranked choice voting basically looks at how many high votes you have and is less about how many low votes you have, and then you eliminate whichever one got first and look at the remaining 10, then whichever got second, look at it, and so on. So it's not normally used for ranking, just figuring out who's a winner, but we did it. So, number 8. Alright, number 8 I did read, and really appreciated it. It had some good characterization and a great pun at the end, although I forgot what the pun is. I just know it had good characterization about some characters that we should see more of. Drum roll, please. Number 8 is What About Miss Bane by Bahatume.
Yeah.
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 Probably just butchered that name.
Yep.
That was one of the first ones that got entered, if I remember right.
Yeah. Pasquite, I'm glad you agree that Totally Reasonable you can only win one prize. Know what? I should tell y'all now, not when I get to first place. Prizes. I'll do this now. We had one anonymous contributor who I asked to judge, and they said they were unable to commit to judging, but wanted to see good stories written on FemFiction, and they contributed anonymously $100 to the prize pool. I cannot name them, I can only say they're a good author. So thank you, Anonymous. Jeez. And Inquisitor M donated $50 to the prize pool. He's a good reviewer, a harsh but good reviewer, and was also one of the judges. So thank you for your help. And that money that they donated will be awarded tonight. I had a mishap. If y'all read my blog, basically I almost lost my job and almost got kicked out of my place because I was helping 2 homeless friends and shit happened. So I missed half a week of work on suspension. So I have my job still, yay. But that took out a good amount of income from me. So my portion of the prizes will be awarded. Actually should be able to be awarded on Monday when I donate blood. So basically, it'll be a couple days until I can give my portion of the prizes, but their portion will be awarded whenever.
So is this blood money?
Yeah, I'm donating blood plasma on the regular now. It's going to help me a lot financially.
So this is blood money then.
I guess you could say that. So, I just wanted to say that. But,
Rob, you've gotten some blood money, don't lie.
I did have all the money set aside. I just need to dip into it because literally one of my friends was probably going to kill herself because it's hard being homeless. And I was like, I can't see this happen. And she's doing much better now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it is good. A true friend helps a friend in need, and I try to put that into action. So, excuse me. 7th place, this author, not only is he very prolific, he's both a prolific reader and a writer, and one of the few people who reads almost every story I post, which I think makes him a masochist, but whatever. Give me a drum roll, please. This author, in 7th place, was Sugarless Gumption by Fan of Most Everything.
Woo! Wait, he did that? Oh, he did that. Okay.
Yeah. So, this story was a fun... this one I did read. Was a fun romp with some great... Actually, before Sunset's Backstage Pass came out, it had some great Sun Pie interaction. And, yeah, it's a fun story. So, runner-ups, y'all will each get $5, and the knowledge that you did pretty darn well in a very crowded field. And for what it's worth, there were a lot of great stories that didn't even make it to the finals. That hurt me, having to cut. They're not my babies because I didn't write them, but
reading them all hurt us.
All right, I should probably finish this drink and then pour myself another, and then put these in the fridge so I don't get food poisoning.
Let's do it.
Just down all of them, right here, right now.
All right, I'm gonna pour one more.
Just do
Oh
it
shit,
all.
I didn't have the cap on this. All right, you got a little more vodka, and where's the lid? I had no idea where I put the lid. The lid. Fuck. God, oh, found it. All right, I'm just slightly tipsy right now, so I'm not drunk. Sorry. One time when I wanted to get drunk, I had my boyfriend tie me up and make me do shots. That was fun. But, again, y'all saw me do shots earlier. It's not pleasant.
Okay, so runner up. Run. I get around, yeah, get around, run, I get around.
Rob, I'm so fucking glad you're here.
Runner up, pusses.
Okay, so basically, by the way, everyone, at Trick Questions BronyCon after party, Rob was like this, but worse.
Oh, I don't remember it, but I believe I did the Simba. I would believe
Yes,
that.
Rob, stuck his finger in his alcoholic drink and ran it across my head and was like, Simba.
I mean, that sounds like something I would do, so I can't argue it.
So if y'all...
But I had so much Everclear, I don't remember anything of it.
If y'all check my blog post from early August, you will see I posted about it, and I was on acid, and I was like, Rob, you want to do a collab? And he was like, yeah, but we were both too fucking gone to do anything, so I ended up just posting his hotel name and room number to make sure he got back safely.
Yep. So now we gotta like do one.
Yeah, Rob, who was the lady who came in like looking for you?
I don't fucking know.
She was like, "Hey, I'm here to take Rob back to his room."
I don't remember.
How do you not
I
know?
remember getting in that room, sitting down, and then that's it.
Jesus. Alright, well, the point is Rob is safe and sound. Drider...
Marginally. I mean, these fucking bugs in this room are just like... anyway, continue the contest.
The Drider pony says, I have paced myself rather poorly with vinegar. Look, you dug this hole, not us.
Yep, that's your own fucking fault. Alright, let's continue. Let's get this shit over with.
Okay.
I don't think I have enough bottle to left.
We gotta get through this fucking curse. Come on.
Okay, so we are now to the honorable mentions. We have 3 honorable mentions, 6th, 5th, and 4th. Woo. Each honorable mention gets $10 and the pride of saying they almost won something.
Yes.
Actually, that's the best I've ever done in a contest. The first Sunset Shipping contest, I got honorable mention from Dubs Rewatcher, who's a cool-ass motherfucker.
Wait, are we doing drum roll now?
Almost. They really liked my story, Don't Look Back in Anger, which was about... I'm copy-pasting, which was about Sunset Shimmer and Flash Sentry doing drugs in the suburbs of London. With Oasis songs.
I remember that one.
Yeah. It's alright. It's one of my better stories.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions. You ready? Can I get a drum roll for 6th place, please? In 6th place, we have Rock Band by Alex T. Fish.
Oh! That one was good.
I need to read it still, but Alex, congrats. You get yourself $10. And
oh man, he can go buy lunch for a day with that. Woo.
Woo. All right. I do have comments enabled, right? Because I see all these people in the dock, but I don't see any comments. I think I do.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe I'm not seeing them. Okay. Viewing. No. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. In 5th place. Oh, interesting. Huh. Alright. In 5th place, drumroll please. We have Rarity Borrows a Knife, also by Alex T. Fish.
That one was bad.
Oh, so he denied someone a $10 award.
Yes, yeah, basically, I guess. So congrats on getting 6th and 5th. You'll get $10, which you can throw at $10 would be like maybe 10% of a Rarity Documakara or something.
$10 is like not even like an eighth of a doc.
Well, an eighth
What kind
is
of fucking logic are you going off of?
an eighth is more than a 10th, Rob.
Your face is an eighth.
I sell eighths for what do I sell eighths for? I think $10. But that's neither here nor there.
You sell them.
All right. The final the final honorable mention. Can I get a drum roll, please? In 4th place, we have Ghost Butters by Dragon Geek.
Yes! Oh god, that was
so
a
glad
good
that
one.
placed.
Oh, that was a good one.
All right, so those are the honorable mentions. What the okay, we just got a comment in the doc. Like, What the?
What did we do?
What the? Okay, so a person, and they said who they were. I don't remember who. They just commented. So I, 74 male, was recently hit by a car, 2014 Honda, and died. My wife, 5F, organized me a funeral, cost $2,747 without asking me, 74 male, at all. I'm not gonna read the rest of it. Just what the fuck?
It's the not horse famous guy.
Okay then.
Is this a copy pasta?
I don't know.
Who knows? Okay, we're on to the final.
All right. So I did read all 3 of these stories this morning on the way to work and at work.
Oh.
What's O? Okay, Ragos here says the $10 for 6th place should probably go to 7th place because of the whole winning 2. Yeah, sure. I'm down with that. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all see why I write shitfics now, because I can't get anything else done. Shitfic, I can pound out 1,000 words in an hour or 2.
Yeah, well,
Me doing a long story?
You can at least shitfic it.
Yeah.
So.
Me doing a long story? God, no. Alright. So, the 3rd place story. I'm trying to remember. What was the... Oh, yeah. The 3rd place story had a setup that, you knew, like, alright, this is weird. I know it's going to be a bad pun. And it was a bad pun. But it was a bad pun I didn't see coming, and it executed it very well. And I am happy to have this story in the contest, especially because if y'all remember, I did a contest extension. I moved it from like Sunday to the next Friday to give people a few more days to do stuff. And this was one of the late entries, and it won 3rd place. So give me 3rd place. You win. Fuck, I need to look up what the Faghoot. I need to look up what the 3rd place prizes. Fuck. Forum. Contest rules, probably.
I don't know. You fucking wrote everything.
Yeah. Oh, I updated them. Oh, and then I made a forum comment about it. Donate. Okay, cool. Okay, so 3rd, before... Next, I'll announce that in a moment. So, 3rd place, you get $25. So, give me a drum roll, please. In 3rd place, we have a Diamond Dog applies for a loan by Twinkletail.
Yes!
Woo!
Fucking, that was a fun one.
So,
And seconds after they joined the chat.
I screamed at the end of that one. Like, I out loud, up in my house, in my bedroom, just screamed.
Oh, Twinkletail, you just joined. Congrats, you got 3rd place.
Probably woke all those cockroaches, right?
Your face is a cock, what?
Oh.
Rob, having you in this chat was like the best decision.
Your face is the best decision.
Alright, so, yes, Lexicon Spark, I will be in a few days publishing all the raw data with the judge's name scrubbed. Yeah.
Wait, how can we have winners that are judges if judges
No.
can't be winners?
There's no judges who are winners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. You and a few others and Pascoite did do entries. Pascoite asked, hey, can I do an entry and have it judged? I'm like, yeah, but it's not getting past the 1st round. And so I didn't count it, even though it was one of the highest ranked stories. I didn't count it. All right. So,
Okay.
2nd place is
Okay.
Oh, I updated the prizes. Actually, Twinkletail, you win $30. Congrats.
Ooh, go Twinkletail!
3rd place. Okay, so 2nd place is a $50 prize, and this story. What was 2nd place? All right, so this story.
Oh, man, $50. That's like a full tank of gas anymore.
Yeah. This story had really excellent world building in a very short amount of time, and was another play on a classic phrase, but did it exceptionally well. I would love to see a longer adventure story set in this realm. So please give a drum roll for second place. We have, and I'm probably going to mispronounce this, Si Vis Bellum Para Skillis by the Droider Pony. Yay!
Oh, that one!
Yes!
God
Yeah.
damn it!
There you go, Droider.
God damn it!
And what a time for me to run out of vinegar.
Good, you don't have to drink vinegar anymore.
So, Droider Pony, congrats. You had all 3 of your entries place.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very excited.
Man, that was a good one.
Yeah. So, I guess, before... Okay, so you know how whenever there's a contest, before they announce number 1, there's a few announcements? Well, I'm going to do that. I want to thank
Lame.
all the judges who judged for giving up their time to deal with annoying stories. I want to thank the prize donators who helped with the prize pool. We had a pretty decent prize pool. All the readers who groaned. I really enjoyed, even if I hadn't read the stories yet, I'd go to stories and read the comments, and you'd have all these people being like, I threw my phone, and Rob was like, I want to kill myself. Please don't kill yourself.
Yes.
There is help if you need help. But most importantly, and then Pasquite, I thanked him already for helping organize. Lexicon Spark for being one of the, my errand boy. That sounds really demeaning. Sorry, you know what I mean. The 3, Lexicon Spark, Alex T. Fish, and Moonshot for helping with ranked choice voting. But most importantly, I want to thank every writer who entered this contest. This wouldn't have happened without y'all. And no matter how your story placed, give yourself a pat on the back and congratulate yourself. You created something.
Yes.
So,
And something so far to the end of the series of that.
So, I believe I've stalled enough. This broadcast has gone on like an hour and a half. So, y'all ready for first place?
Yeah.
This story I will say, it didn't have this. First of all, second place and first place were very close. Depending on which ranking system you used, they flip-flopped. But, first place edged out. This story, had an okay pun, but was just a great, fun romp. And so enough judges liked it enough that it came out first. And if you were at BronyCon, this guy let you try weird fruit. So give me a drum roll, please. First place of the first Fanfiction Food Festival is Into the Twilyverse by Rogos! Woo!
It's what?
Into the Twilyverse.
Oh, man. That one won?
That one
was
won.
fun.
The disappointment in your voice, Rob. Come on, be happy.
No, okay, no. I'm not disappointed. I'm marginally surprised, but it was a good one, so I'm okay with it winning.
Right? So, Ragos, congratulations. You get $100 for writing a story that ends with a bad pun. As I commented today, I think the most unrealistic part of your story isn't the talking horses, but rather the idea that Twilight sparkles from different dimensions meeting each other wouldn't want to spend days comparing notes and experiences and shit.
Dude,
But-
the most amazing fact is that he's, like, Asian or whatever.
Rob!
You can't
What?
just say that.
Well, I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
Alright, but yeah, if y'all were at BronyCon, Ragos brought durian, which is a very interesting fruit. He brought dried durian to try, and
It was good. Oh my god,
it was
that
good.
was
It's
so
just
good.
a weird taste.
Yeah, like, Flitter Priest apparently, like, fucking died, but I thought it was amazing. I ate like 2 or 1.5 pieces or whatever I ate.
Well, it's past 9. Y'all have been very patient. I want to thank you all so very much for being part of this contest. We might do another one next year. If we do, it'll be way fucking more organized.
Will it?
Yeah, well, I've learned from my mistakes, hopefully. But I'm thinking maybe early 2020, just floating the idea, we might do a limerick contest.
Ooh.
So, until then, I'm Super Trampoline. We've had a bunch of people commenting and sitting in and stuff. Anyone have any other final words who's in the voice chat right now?
No. Fucking let us die, please.
Alright, well, the curse has been lifted. So, I declare the first FemFiction Fegoot Festival complete! Woo!
Holy shit! The curse is lifted! We are free! We're free!
Goodbye and good night.
Alright.
Fuck.
Alright, so anyone who wants to stay around, I will be reading the Licky Flitter story by...
yeah, I don't know how much longer I got data, so I'm gonna probably go to, actually go to sleep, because I do have work. So...
Alright, I'm gonna read... Well, Rob, thank you so much.
I'd like to say, Rob, thank you for getting me into this fandom. It's been like 8 years, and just finally getting to hear you after that long was kind of a blessing.
Oh, well, I'm glad that I brought you into this hellhole.
Yeah, it's been a long spiraling black hole, but it was a good one.
Yes, cool.
So, thank you someone for reminding me. Rather than do... Yeah, I'm gonna give a $10 prize to the highest placing first-time author. Because this contest... Oh, that's who I didn't think! Fuck! Editors! This was the first contest, to my knowledge, that had, specifically, a stable of on-call editors who contestants could...
Oh, you didn't think the editors!
Right,
You're
I'm such an asshole. Right? Who contestants could send their story over to and get some feedback to make it better. So I'd like to thank, quickly, Lofty Withers, Mike Cartoon Pony, Sherry A.H., J-Bear V2, Sixes and Sevens, Floydian Slip, Lack of Tact, Shrink Laureate, and he signed up to be an emergency editor, but we didn't need him for that. But again, thank you, Pascoite.
That 3 of them, if not... Well, actually, yeah, technically there's only 3, right?
Huh?
Because technically there were only 3, right?
3 what?
Because
No, there were several editors.
Story, that was wild.
Yeah, there are like 7 editors. So, yeah, so I'm going to be offering I need to do some, I need to look through the entries and see who this was. I'm going to be giving a $10 prize to the highest placing first-time author, because this contest encouraged several authors to make their FemFiction debut. I am so happy about that.
Yes, they did.
That's really cool.
Which is how it should be.
And then every first-time author, again, I'll have to go through and check who that was, I'll be giving $5 to, too. So prizes, I'll work on sending out probably on Monday, be it PayPal or Venmo or Cash App, or if you live in SoCal, I guess in person, or if you're going to Ponyville Cider Fest, I can give you your prize there, too, in cash. Thank you all. I'm going to be reading Licky Flitter, and those who are going to bed, good night. Everyone else, stick around. I'm going to read a really silly story should take about 20 minutes, I think. And I actually am not sure. Moonshot, I am not sure who the best first place author is. I need to check that. I'll let everyone know. And I'll be posting all this information on a blog in a day, or probably tomorrow. And this live stream will be going up on my YouTube channel. So, thank you, everyone.
All right. Well, you all have a good night. It's been a fun hour.
Yep, I just got a box, so good night.
Alright. So, yeah, I'm going to be reading Licky Flitter real quick. And, I'm reading the chat really quick. Alright,
Good night from me, too, and I regret my choice of beverage.
Dumbass. Good night. Alright. Yes. Okay. So people who are still here, y'all get the real fun time. Y'all get to hear Licky Flitter. Nitro Stark. I have not read Two Cracked Eggs yet. I am gonna read every entry. So, yeah. My sides hurt from laughing at Rob. Yeah, Rob is fucking awesome. Let's read Licky Flitter. Alright, Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Just checking my notification real quick. Copy pasta. Alright, I'm going to briefly stop and start the stream again so that the Licky Flitter reading is a separate video. Alright, that should... Let me refresh this. See if that reset it. No, it didn't. Whatever. Alright, Licky Flitter reading. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Check my phone real quick. Hey, I should be free around like 9:30 or 9:40, but I do need to still set up my recording stuff because I've been doing results announcements for a writing contest I wrote, and those took a while because, well, I am me, period. Okay, so, just want to do a quick check. Yes, I will announce who that is on probably Monday. So, just to check, can y'all still hear me for the writing? Just someone post in the chat that you can still hear me. And I'm going to read Licky Flitter. Licky Flitter is not a Clop story. Licky Flitter. Licky Flitter is actually rated everyone. I did a sequel called I Found My Laptop. Now I can write crappy stories on it again instead of Packing for BronyCon, which is rated teen. Ironically, well, not ironically, yeah, ironically, writing that story was part of why I missed my flight to BronyCon, I think the first year I went, and had to get a flight to Washington, D.C. instead, and then take the train. But, no, Licky Flitter is rated everyone. You can post a link in the chat. Boom. And... boom. Alright, we've got 5 brave souls still watching. Y'all are the real MVPs. Oh, okay, it's Apple Tank's The Mantle of the Licky Flitter, which is rated M. So, I won't read that tonight. Some other night. Okie doke. Licky Flitter by Hap. So, the story is 1,380 words long. Here's the description. Rainbow Dash awakes from a nightmare only to discover a mysterious pony zipping out of her room, but she can't catch the pony, so she melds with Pinkie Pie, who isn't really that fast but can randomly teleport. So now together, Rainbow Pie can finally catch the pony, who is really the one who protects every pony from nightmares, instead of Princess Luna, who only enters ponies' dreams through the power of Flitter's tongue, which is the important part. Woo! That's a description, ain't it? Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Josiah here is such a cool motherfucker. And for those who are just joining, Josiah here will beat you at Smash, so hit me up if you want me to put you in contact with him so he can beat you at Smash. Cover... Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I should have asked before. Alright, cover art was slapped together by Alameus with components from, background to foreground, Citra 360, who's a great artist, Tuffy Alive, Fluttershy's 1, Felix Cott, and Ouija Green 2. Alright. Licky Flitter by Hap. Fun fact, I was the one who convinced Hap to publish the story Red Meat, and it ended up going straight to the top of the feature box. Oh, I should probably put away the things that ought to be refrigerated. Ugh. Alright. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Okay. Let me just double check. Will I be free around 10:30? Yes. Definitely, and I should have recording stuff set up by then, period. Okay. Licky Flitter. Josiah, do you want to play a character in this? Or not really?
Not really.
Okay. This is Random Slice of Life, features Rainbow Dash, Pinkie, Luna, and why they share a Chag, I'm not sure. Flitter and Cloud Chaser. Yeah. Okie doke. Alright. Wow, 4 people watching. You are mad people. Okay. Licky Flitter. The only chapter is called Asterisk Lick, comma, Lick. Asterisk. Published the 9th of September 2015, so just under 4 years ago. Lick Lick. Yes. Yes. I will send that tomorrow or soon. Okay. Lick Lick. What the fuck? Oh, God damn it. Okay. Oh. God, Brian, you dumbass. Sorry, my computer has a virus or something, so sometimes it randomly generates new web pages. So, Licky Flitter. Okay. One and only chapter. Jesus Christ, I am distracted. Where's my water? Okay, here it is. Okay. Rainbow Dash woke and said, "Wow, that was a crazy nightmare. Good thing it had a happy ending." She looked around and said, "Hey, I saw some pony here." Because she is fast and she woke up fast and saw some pony before they could run away. Rainbow Dash flew out of her bedroom, but didn't see any pony, even though she was really fast. She scratched her head and thought back to the time that she tried to run away from Pinkie Pie's party invitation, and other various times. The only pony faster than Rainbow Dash is Pinkie, and only because she cheated. Rainbow Dash grinned, because if a creepy pony watches her sleep, then it is fair to cheat to catch this creepy pony. So Rainbow Dash went to go find Pinkie Pie, but Pinkie Pie wasn't interested in catching the creepy pony who watches Rainbow Dash sleep. She thought it was boring and wanted to have fun instead. But then Rainbow Dash went to Sugar Cube Corner and bought 2 cakes, because she remembered Discord talking about how much fun that was. She gave one to Pinkie Pie and told her she could have the other one if she helped find the creepy sleep-watching pony, but cake by itself isn't that much fun, so Pinkie Pie wanted to have a party. So they went to Fluttershy's house because Fluttershy has practiced with 2 cake parties, and they had a party, and then Pinkie Pie said okay. It gets weirder, trust me. Pinkie Pie watched Rainbow Dash sleep. Rainbow Dash said it would be exciting, but Pinkie got bored and started counting cloud bugs that only live in cloud houses, because Rainbow Dash's house is a cloud house. But bugs are pretty boring too, so Pinkie Pie fell asleep and had a nightmare about bugs until Princess Luna came and scared away the bugs, and also gave Pinkie Pie a bunch of cupcakes that didn't have bugs on them or in them. But Rainbow Dash woke up and saw a pony watching Pinkie Pie sleep, and heard a flapping noise, like a dog licking its lips, and she tried to chase the pony, but the pony was too fast and she couldn't catch the pony. And Pinkie Pie woke up, and Rainbow Dash was gone, and then came back and said, "That creepy pony who watches us sleep is too fast for me to catch, and I'm super fast, so that pony has to be super duper fast, so we have to cheat now." So they went to Twilight Sparkle, who refused to help because it was stupid. I remember my first time reading through that was my favorite line. So they went to Zecora instead, who rhymed a lot, and Rainbow Dash got really annoyed, but finally Zecora gave them a potion that would combine Rainbow Dash's awesome speed and Pinkie Pie's cheating, so they could catch the creepy sleepwatching pony. They took the potion, and Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie became one pony with pink fur and a curly rainbow mane, who was super fast, and also could cheat, and be places faster than the fastest pony. So now Rainbow Pie was one pony, and could catch the creepy sleepwatching pony. All they needed to do is have a nightmare, and then they knew the pony would be there. Since Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie together is so awesome, what kind of thing could give them nightmares? Only one thing. Clowns. So Rainbow Pie went to the circus and met clowns. Also an elephant, and a pony who hit lines with a chair, which wasn't very nice, so it's a good thing that Rainbow Pie didn't bring Fluttershy. And the clowns were scary, so Rainbow Pie had nightmares. Only because of Pinkie Pie's cheating, Rainbow Pie woke up right when Princess Luna was about to show up, and they saw the creepy pony, who was a lilac Pegasus, flapping her tongue around. The Pegasus was really pretty, and had light blue hair with a purple bow in it, but the hair wasn't spiky, so it wasn't Cloud Chaser. The pony was Flitter! Rainbow Pie zoomed out of the room to catch up to Flitter, but she was too fast, and so Rainbow Pie had to cheat. But that's what Pinkie Pie is good at, if you're talking about the laws of physics, but not games, because Pinkie Pie doesn't cheat at games. Because if you cheat at games, then it's not fun, even if you win. But this wasn't a game. This was life and death. Sleep and dreams, nightmares, and flappy tongues. Then, because of Pinkie Pie's cheating powers, Rainbow Pie caught up to Flitter, who was standing over Twilight Sparkle, who was mumbling about quesadillas and cheese and crying in her sleep. Rainbow Pie tackled Flitter, but Flitter's tongue flopped all over and got in Rainbow Pie's ear, and then Rainbow Pie fell asleep. Princess Luna was very confused when Rainbow Pie showed up and stepped in cheese, because the world was made of cheese, and there was cheese everywhere, and Twilight was crying. Princess Luna said, "You're not part of Twilight's nightmare." Then Twilight said, "She is now. What is that thing?" So Rainbow Pie said, "It's me, Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie. We caught the creepy pony who watches every pony sleep." Princess Luna said, "We have to talk." And they were in the library again, and every pony was awake, and Twilight sat up and pointed at Rainbow Pie and screamed, "Oh God, it's real!" Rainbow Pie rubbed her ear where it was wet from being licked by Flitter, and looked around because Flitter was gone again. Princess Luna said, "Okay, Flitter, you can come out." Flitter came out of nowhere, just like Pinkie Pie did all the time, except every pony could see Pinkie Pie because she wasn't super fast like Flitter is. Flitter's tongue flopping around everywhere and made a wet slapping noise, and just looked really weird. And Rainbow Pie kept staring and kind of wanted to poke it, but remembered how weird it was when it went in her ear, so she didn't poke it. Princess Luna said, "This is Flitter. Her tongue is the real power behind saving ponies from nightmares." Twilight said, "But she's not even a princess, and you are a princess, so why don't you have the power?" Flitter flapped her tongue around as if she wanted to lick all the things, and Rainbow Pie wasn't sure it was a bad idea. Princess Luna said, "It was always Flitter's power and not mine that saved ponies from their nightmares, like the singing flowers and the cheese world and all the other bad things. But she was so fast that until now, no pony ever saw her, so no pony noticed that she had to lick sleeping ponies so I could enter their nightmares, to banish the bad dreams, so they could have good dreams and not bad dreams." Rainbow Pie said, "Oh, so Flitter's licking power saves every pony from their nightmares? But why did she stick her tongue in my ear?" "That's how the powers work, Rainbow Pie," said Princess Luna. "That's why she is super fast, so no pony can see her. She is like Pony Santa Claus, but for bad dreams instead of presents, because she has to visit so many ponies every night to save them from their bad dreams instead of giving their presents." Twilight Sparkle clutched the seats closer to her chest and screamed, "Please make it go away!" Princess Luna said, "Okay, fine," and turned Rainbow Pie back into Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie. And then Twilight Sparkle stopped freaking out and was happy to have her friends back. And Rainbow Dash was okay sleeping now that she knew that Flitter was licking her in her sleep to protect her from nightmares. And Pinkie Pie was happy to have her second cake. And Princess Luna kept every pony safe from their dreams because Flitter was still able to lick every pony when they had nightmares, so Princess Luna could save them from their bad dreams. The end. Woo! So that was Licky Flitter by Hap. Truly one of the great stories of the fandom. Here's a comment from Hap in the comments section. "You know those nights when you wake up and your pillow is wet because you were drooling? You weren't drooling. The great Licky Flitter was protecting you from nightmares. She protects us all." So, yeah. Yeah, I tried to stream me reading this, and it didn't work so well. That was a few years ago, but now, hopefully y'all see it. It was a good story. Couldn't resist. Congratulations. Alright, yeah, it shows I'm still live streaming. It's just everyone dipped. I don't blame them. That was a long-ass live stream.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it was a pretty fun live stream. I'm glad it finally worked. Is it hot in here, or is it me?
It might be a little hot here.
Alright. So, let's see. Still a bit until 10:30. I might read a couple more stories because I'm slightly drunk.
Right.
You're doing alright?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the restroom.
Alright, cool. Dude, I love all these lights. So, you know what? I will read, okay, so, if you like Licky Flitter, which I linked in the chat, the YouTube chat, and the Facebook chat, there is the Cult of Licky Flitter. Now, my story represents, a third of all stories in the Cult of Licky Flitter group. I'm going to post that in the YouTube chat and the Discord chat. Yeah. So there's 3 stories. I might as well read the other 2. Oh, okay. Disclaimer. Well, first let's look at what we're dealing with. The following story I am about to read is rated mature. Wait a minute. Appletank lives in LA? Should go visit him sometime. The following story is rated mature, but honestly, whatever. If you're under 18, go away. I don't really give a shit. Just for legal reasons, I have to say, If you're under 18, go away, don't listen to this. But, I mean, it's a story about ponies fucking. Well, I mean, yeah, there's sex in this. It's not like you're looking at porn or anything. So, this is the story called The Mantle of the Licky Flitter by Apple Tank. The story is a sequel to Licky Flitter. It has the tags Sex, Random, Slice of Life, Anthro, oh jeez, Twilight, Rainbow Dash, Flitter, and Cloud Chaser. And here's the description. Rainbow Dash awakes from a nightmare only to discover a mysterious pony zipping out of her room faster than greased lightning. Twilight wouldn't help, but since she managed to get glimpses of the mysterious pony going practically everywhere, she sets a trap. Rainbow finds out that the job of the Night Licker is reserved for only the fastest of ponies. Rainbow Dash disputes the speed of the current Night Licker, Flitter. Weird things happen. I plead the fifth. Author's note. I can't do this anymore. I'm going to sit in a corner and slap myself now. For the record, Anthro only technically applies to 1.5 characters. Go look at the groups it's in. Or not. How about peaches? Let's talk about peaches. They taste great. I have issues. And that's a link to a blog, which is probably about this story. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, geez. It's going to have a reverse centaur mantis? Lord have mercy. Sweet Jesus, take the wheel. Alright, so, published 22nd of October 2015 and clocking in at 2,617 words. We have the chapter, Let Us Never Speak of This Again. Alright. The only chapter of The Mantle of Licky Flitter. People still watch? Yeah, 3 people are still watching. Wow. I'll take a drink first. Oh, fuck, where's my water? Oh, here it is. Ugh. A crowd of sunflowers, slowly crawling forward on their roots, stalked towards Rainbow Dash. She backed up, terrified at her helplessness. Any punch she did only made the flowers wobble back and forth before resuming their relentless advance. She wasn't sure what they would do to her if caught, but she'd really rather not find out. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Her only weapon was a giant arrow, in which she could summon a wall of guardian zombies. Unfortunately, she didn't manage them well enough, and was running dangerously low on coin. It has to be a reference to, like, Plants vs. Zombies or something. The flowers were also annoyingly good at shooting her out of the air with those strange green pods. Crap, 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 she muttered, pressing her back up against the wall. Why is wall in italics? Whatever. I hope this doesn't. Suddenly, a massive wave rained from above, washing her tormentors away. Ah! Rainbow Dash sat... Oh, I'm confusing Apple Tank with Apple Jinx. Okay. Sorry, I just had that realization. Rainbow Dash sat upright, her mane frazzled, panting heavily, and drenched with sweat. She groaned, clutching her head. Stupid nightmares. How the heck did I develop a flower phobia? This better end soon, or I'll start freaking out when I just walk down Ponyville. Oh well, at least the flowers didn't get me. Hey, why is my ear wet? A flicker caught Rainbow's attention, but before she could focus on it, it had already darted away. Hey, wait up! She kicked the covers off and shot after it, but it was too late. Whoever, or whatever that thing was, it had already either hidden somewhere or flown away. Rainbow chose to believe the hiding part. Fly away from the Rainbow Dash? No. Unless you're a Pinkie Pie. This bears research. Interesting, so this is going to be like an expanded retelling of the Licky Flitter story. How bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre. Alright. Scene break. Meanwhile, Twilight was having a great day. Sure, it started out somewhat terrible, with all the overdue books she found upon waking up, but the random flood that brought replacement books, all shiny and well cared for, completely removed the memories of the horror from earlier. She pranced happily around her tree berry, lovingly reading the gibberish text on each cover and placing them into the correct spot. Ah, she sighed dreamily. If only every pony had something to stop forgetting to return to their... Gah! Twilight flailed her limbs as her house suddenly went into free fall. Boink! Went Twilight's muzzle as it bounced off the floor. Her legs were in a tangle with her bed sheets, and her face was starting to throb. Oh, and some pony was jabbing her in the ribs. Twilight! Hey, Twilight! Twilight moaned painfully, and gave up on trying to figure out where her legs were, and instead just slid her head around. She squinted at the cerulean Pegasus. Ooh, nice lavender unicorn syndrome there. Rainbow Dash? What are you doing here? It's like 3 in the morning. I know, Twi, Rainbow said, but there's something watching me sleep, and whatever it was licked my ear while it was at it. I need your help catching it. Twilight squinted at her for a moment. Lick? Yeah, see? Huh, I tried. Yeah, no, Twilight mumbled. If this was a prank, please do it when the sun's up. I'm going back to sleep. Hey, wait! But it was too late. Twilight closed her eyes, and her exhaustion made the purple mare start snoring within seconds. Twilight? The blue Pegasus pouted. Oh wow, we're really going with lavender unicorn syndrome here. You know what lavender unicorn syndrome is? It's a tendency, especially for pony riders, especially early in the fandom, to refer to ponies like Twilight as the lavender unicorn, or like Pinkie Pie as the pink earth pony, or something like that, instead of just using their names. Yeah. The next morning, Twilight found Rainbow Dash huddled on the side of her table, nursing a cup of coffee amongst the small pile of empty mugs. Rainbow, have you been stealing my coffee? The Pegasus mare quietly pushed a cozy towards her. Brought my own coffee. Just used the coffee machine. She twitched. Flew around all night. Didn't catch it. Twilight sighed. Are you really still going about that thing? Rainbow twitched some more. Then it gave Twilight a blank smile. It's okay. I know you have to see it to believe it. Wake me up when the sun sets. I'll catch you, a licky ghost. Her eyes then rolled back into the back of her head and collapsed, snoring before she hit the floor. So the eyes collapsed? Huh. Okay, you know what? I can't fault this story for not having perfect grammar, considering that it's a shitfic. But, yeah. Curious, the unicorn checked the mug Rainbow had in her hooves. Huh. Cold and dry. I'm not cleaning this. What few visitors Twilight received that day were quietly glared into ignoring the tangle of blue fuzz underneath one of the tables. What, Twilight can't, let her... Well, I guess this was a tree berry, so maybe she didn't have a guest bedroom. I'm sure the castle has guest bedrooms. Someone should write a horror story where, the castle becomes, this nightmare maze. That'd be cool. Would you read that? Yeah. Oh, you don't do a lot of fanfiction reading, do you?
I don't. I haven't read a single one except your trash stuff.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That was your first exposure. The popping of your cherry of pony fanfiction. There's so many damn amazing authors. It's really incredible. Scene break. Twilight stood at the doorway to her home, waving farewell to the Pegasus as she flew back to her home. Happy, shadow chasing, I guess? She called out. Yep, I've got a plan. Don't worry about me, Rainbow called back, and zoomed off into the darkening sky. Twilight mumbled irritably to herself and closed the door. Unbeknownst to her, Rainbow Dash made a massive loop and ended up on the roof of the library, hiding in the branches. Earlier that morning, she had managed to catch that shadow sneaking through Twilight's room from the window, but decided that with the lack of evidence after crashing through the window, she will skip the confusion and just grab the evidence directly. And so the Pegasus pulled out an earlier prepared thermos of coffee, put on a black sweater, and settled herself down to wait. A few hours into her stakeout, or about a third of her thermos later, Rainbow spotted a flitting through the town streets. It quickly slipped into windows of various houses before shooting out again. Gotcha, she whispered, snorting quietly. She tucked her drink into some branches. This has definitely not been edited. Then shifted her hooves so she was ready to jump at a moment's notice. She didn't have to wait long. About 10 minutes later, she saw the shadow dart towards Twilight's home. She set her attentions to the window, shuffling slightly to make sure she had a clear line of sight as the blur slipped through the shadows and towards the bedroom window. There! Rainbow darted to the window just as the being crouched on the windowsill. Bonk! Rainbow body slammed the pony off the ledge and onto the bedroom floor, pinning the pony down. Miraculously, Twilight merely snored and snuggled deeper into her bed. Gotcha! Flitter? Rainbow exclaimed. What are you doing here? The mare Rainbow had caught was a Pegasus with a very light purple coat and messy teal mane. So, you find... Has Flitter ever had any speaking lines?
I don't think so.
I mean, I could check on the Pony Wiki, but I'm in the middle of a story reading. I'll check later. So, that was all to say I don't know how to voice her, but I'm not really doing voices anyway. So, you've finally managed to catch me turning my duty. Congratulations, Flitter replied. Duty? What other duty? Is this related to your weather managing job? Nope. I have been chosen to assist Luna in the guarding of nightmares. Rainbow Dash's eyes stared off into space for a moment. And you, licking ponies, is related... How? Flitter smiled, though strangely her tongue was still loosely hanging out of her mouth. Luna needs my help to enter the dreams of ponies. My saliva has magical properties that link the dreamer's mind to that of Luna's. Because of this job can only be handled by the fastest of ponies. At the time, Rainbow Dash had just been nodding along till she heard the word fastest. Hey, wait a minute. I'm the fastest pony, she shouted. Indeed, Flitter said. That means you are more worthy than I am now. Rainbow pumped her hoof. Ah, yeah. That's a pretty good Rainbow. Ah, yeah. There's no pony faster than... Blah? In the middle of her self-celebration, Flitter leaned forward and gave Rainbow a wet, messy kiss. Her long tongue swirling inside Rainbow's mouth. Dumbstruck, the blue Pegasus could only lean back as she felt the alien sensation of an abnormally long tongue exploring her mouth in great detail. Nice. By the time Flitter pulled back, Rainbow Dash was feeling strangely lightheaded. She stared dazedly at the strands of saliva, tongue that connected the two. What did you do? She asked blearily. Transferring the mantle, of course. It's a painkiller. You do want to have the title of the fastest pony in Equestria, don't you? Flitter gave a sigh of contentment as she nuzzled the limp Pegasus. It's a very important ritual. All you have to do is sit back and relax, Flitter said, gently pushing Rainbow onto her back. Once she was sure Rainbow was comfortable, Flitter sat on her haunches and reached behind her back. Her hoof returned with a form and a quill. What? Release forms, Flitter said. Make sure I can't be sued or arrested. Oh, okay. Rainbow signed the forms. They were a bit more scribbly than usual, but Luna wouldn't be able to get on her case anyways. Flitter examined the signed forms, then tossed it behind her, then reached down. Rainbow blinked slowly at it. What was that? A zipper? Or am I hallucinating? She continued to stare in disbelief, despite the fog in her mind, as Flitter pulled at the entire lower half of her torso. Abruptly, right below her belly button was skin instead of fur. Lavender-skinned hands pushed their way to the surface, stretching widely after being confined for so long. After the shoulders the arms were connected to, the rest of her torso came out with her hand's assistance, looking rather similar to Anne. Come on, dude. Proofread. Anne, slimmer version of a female minotaur's body, with 2 breasts on the chest and a lithely toned stomach. Last, of course, were her legs, long and slender with strange feet, bringing Flitter to nearly twice as tall as Rainbow if she stood up, maybe even above the princess's height. Oh, and apparently her lower torso had a dick. "The hey is that?" Rainbow Dash blurted out. "Do you want the title of fastest mare alive or not?" "Yes." "This is how I transfer the mantle. I didn't design this, so suck it." She paused for a moment. Entendre intended. Alright, dear listeners, I believe we are about to get to why this is rated M. Please, if you are sensitive or under 18, go away. Rainbow winced and carefully examined the meaty object she was apparently supposed to stick in her mouth. It was currently limp, and despite probably being stuffed in a confined space for who knows how long, it didn't seem to be stinking. So there's that. It's more than you could say about most bronies' dicks at a pony convention. 621. 6 hours of sleep a day, 2 meals, 1 shower, every day of a pony con. Don't fucking stink. It also seemed a lot different than other stallions' dicks, being more like a mushroom instead of the flattish tip and a medial ring. Maybe that's whatever the lower half of Flitter's torso had for anatomy? She opened her mouth and carefully leaned forward and gave the dick a lick. It tasted like dry skin. Oh, and Flitter gave a happy hum. So that's good? She leaned forward again and licked it a few times more. I'm so sorry, Josiah. Slowly, Flitter's dick began to throb and rise. Rainbow felt very out of her depth. The hell am I doing again? Flitter showed her the papers she signed. Oh, right. Rainbow went back to licking the now mostly erect penis. After a moment, she sucked in her courage and carefully stuck her mouth over it and began to suck. Flitter cooed and gently rubbed her head with her hooves while her hands helped support her back. Rainbow's neck started to burn slightly from the awkward angle, and since Flitter didn't seem to be paying much attention to her, she just let Flitter push her hips back and forth. Suddenly, Flitter backed off. Rainbow Dash raised an eyebrow at her, a long trail of saliva trailing from her open jaw. Oh, that was close. Didn't want to come just yet, Flitter said. Now for the actual part. Wait, me giving you a blowjob wasn't part of the actual process? Yeah, I hadn't gotten much other than my own hose for a long time. Now let's see here. Flitter pushed Rainbow up and shoved her slimy dick into Dash's vagina. Flitter moaned, finally being able to use an appendage that had barely seen the light for years. Rainbow Dash just stared back awkwardly, shifting slightly on her elbows. Shouldn't I be feeling something? She asked. Flitter paused for a moment from her mad dicking, gasping for breath. The painkillers, remember? Rainbow frowned. Seriously? She slapped herself in the face. Besides some mild dizziness and her eyes unfocusing, she barely felt anything. Wow, this is boring. How long is this going to take? I might as well pick up where I left off in Daring Do. There was a sudden blur of movement. Then Rainbow suddenly gasped from a heavy force slamming into her nethers. Oh, I felt that. Her pain was quickly forgotten when she saw a book being waved in her face. Squee! She quickly snatched the book out of Flitter's hand and flipped to where she left her bookmark. Flitter went back to boning Rainbow's mostly numb lower lips. Daring Do leaped over a rotting cat, panting heavily. The skin on her right foreleg ripped open, ejecting a hidden blade. With a clumsy spin, she hacked the neck of the cat off. Her eyes widened at a looming shadow before it suddenly got knocked away in pieces. Aoi Zodel shook blood off his sword, looking down at her. Filly, pay attention. I'm sure your arm is fancy, but that's not going to help you if you get too distracted to use it. Daring's arm blade slid back into her foreleg, patches of skin folding over. Well, I can't remember what Yearling's voice sounds like. What's AK Yearling's voice sound like?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Well, we wouldn't be in this situation if you haven't caused half the forest to turn into freaking zombies. Whoa. Aoizoto paused to gut a lion creeping up behind him, and Daring Do blindly bucked a zombie's skull in behind her. Excuse me for the instructions being terribly written. Ah, this is why I keep telling you to stop raiding these places on your lonesome. If we went to these places together with a calm mind and careful documentation, I want to point out that Augie Dog has a very excellent Rainbow Dash Aoizoto shipping story. Oops, I kind of gave away what happens, but can't remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure he wrote it. He also runs a radio program on KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. I always miss it because I'm at work. Rainbow Dash stared blankly at the book. She carefully flipped it around and looked at the spine. This wasn't what I was reading. This doesn't even look like a... Urk! Flitter finally finished her business and ejected her mantle into Rainbow Dash's torso. Despite the supposed painkillers, Rainbow still felt as if there was a massive force tearing her stomach apart. What is this? Flitter panted happily, a glow crawling up her humanoid half. Transfer complete. A shockwave blew the two of them apart, sending a small pile of books falling on both. Flitter recovered faster and poked her head out of the mound. She prodded her normal equine torso. Woo! I'm retired, baby! Time to go nightclub hopping. Haven't done that in decades. She happily leapt out of the book hill and shot through the window, shattering it. A few moments later, Rainbow Dash sluggishly pushed the books on her head off, staring at night outside. Her tongue waved listlessly out of her mouth, all 4 inches of it. Knock, knock, knock. Rainbow? Is... that you? Twilight called from her room. Rainbow spun her head towards the unicorn's bedroom door, her tongue flapping wildly. Oh. There was a blur of blue and rainbows, and the books collapsed even further. The bedroom door opened slowly, Twilight sticking her bleary eyes out. Rainbow, darn it! Who messes up a library in the middle of the night? Ugh, I'll have to clean this up in the morning. She closed the door. 10 seconds later, she rushed through. No, I can't! She paused in the middle of the ground floor, noticing the strange, titleless book sitting in the middle of the room. She picked it up and flipped through the pages, catching her eye on a small note in the back cover. Huh, Rarity wrote this? And then every pony went back to sleep, except Twilight, who ended up sleeping in the morning, and Licky Rainbow. But that's a story for another time. And that is the end of The Mantle of the Licky Flitter. We have an author's note, which is, like never, this is Alamaeus' fault. Well, that was interesting. The story only has 8 comments, and 3 of them are me. Okay, I just read this while slightly drunk. Alright. Is Finbar around? Text Finbar. Oh, fuck. I need to charge my phone. Text Finbar. Hey, god damn it. I need to fix this phone case. So, yeah, that was the Mantle of Licky Flitter, the Apple Tank. And, yeah. Huh. That's an interesting story. Yeah. I'm texting Finbar really quick. Hey, update. Then, might as well read the last Licky Flitter story.
You want to hear what she sounds like?
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yeah. What exactly does this machine do?
Yeah. What exactly does this machine do? So, there's one more story that has... Oh, and that also is a part of the Reverse Centaur / Mantis Pony group. And it is the only story in that group, although I think Present Perfect wrote something similar for that Soft Hands competition he did. Is that even a competition? I can't remember. So, should we have 5 people watching? You mad people. Alright, we've got one more Licky Flitter story to do. And that is... Slurp, slurp, slurp. Why didn't I put it in slurp, slurp, slurp? I don't know. Okay, so the last Licky Flitter story is a story I did, called I Found My Laptop. Now I can write crappy stories on it again instead of packing for BronyCon. And again, I want to note the irony of me missing my flight in part because of that story, writing that story. Turns out it was just at my mom's house the whole time, which is good because there were a lot of songs I had written that I hadn't backed up the MIDI files for. I fixed that. So here's the description. First of all, it's got the title, the tags, gore. It's teen rated. It's got gore, romance, drama, random, sci-fi, thriller, tragedy. This was back when used to be you could do 5 genre tags. Now you can only do 3. It's stupid. It features Rarity, Sweetie Belle, Celestia, Nightlight, and Global Pants. But you can still only tag 5 characters. It's like stories early on in film fiction's history, people would tag if they had like a long epic story, like 20 fucking characters. It's like, dude, pick the main ones. Alright, so this story, unlike the last one, has a bunch of short chapters. The description. Celestia destroys a school. Rarity has to kill a bunch of assassins before they assassinate SweetieBot. Celestia is a reactionary, and rah, she and Quibblepants start making out. Then Nightlight joins in. Then he starts crying. Licky Flitter appears. Alright, and this is from the 10th of August, 2017. Yeah, so it was the first BronyCon I went to. I didn't miss. I just missed my flight. Okay, first chapter. Only the dead know peace from this craziness. Boom! A huge explosion tore a giant hole in spelled W-H-O-L-E, in Ponyville schoolhouse. 5 fillies and 3 colts died on the spot, and 7 more would later perish from their injuries. Fortunately for SweetieBot, Rarity pulled the robotic Cutie Mark Crusader through the window with her telekinesis just before the huge concussive blast melted Foal's eyebrows and shredded their skin and yanked their legs from their bodies, and the roof collapses and pinned them down in the rubble where they died of internal injuries and extreme pain. Jesus, it's almost like I'm going for a gore tag here. Oh wait, I am. One little filly ran out screaming with a piece of her skull missing, and a colt with a collapsed lung coughed up blood and prayed to Pony God just to make the pain stop. Then a large brick fell and bashed his head in, but not before that prayer reached out towards Canterlot. This is going to be the second story of mine you ever, read. I'm so sorry. Pony God, Celestia, heard the prayer. She laughed a loud laugh. That is what... God, that doesn't sound like Celestia. How would I do Celestia's voice? My faithful student. I can't really do it very well. That is... No, I'll do it like Alumnix does. That is what you get for being in the same class as the evil SweetieBot. Die, fools, die! She loaded another shell into her personal party cannon and adjusted the sights. Through her nice telescope that Luna had gotten her for Christmas. Very nice gift, Luna. Celestia saw the Rarity was taking the bawling, scared SweetieBot to the Castle of Friendship, or whatever the fuck Twilight's castle was called, and adjusted the cannon's arc. Unfortunately, she didn't have the auto-aiming turret yet, since it was quite expensive, and she had spent most of her discretionary budget for the year on cake. So she would have to use her old-school calculus knowledge to make sure she destroyed it. Sweetie Bot must die! And we have a picture here in the author's note of Pinkie Pie firing what looks like maybe World War I or World War II party cannon towards Canterlot, and apparently whacking one of the towers off with a caption like this, but opposite. Wow, no one's commented on that chapter. No, I don't blame them. Okay, next chapter is called Only the Red, spelled R-E-A-D. No peeves and. Actually, that's an ampersand. Ampersand?
Ampersand.
Ampersand?
Yeah.
There's no... Wow, I've been saying stand not my whole life. I didn't know what it was for most times, but, Huh. Thank you. Ampersand. Boom! Another shell exploded. However, it, like the 12 shells before it, did not explode the castle. Nay, rather it exploded against one of Twilight Sparkle's many powerful enchantments, sigils, runes, spells, etc. that guarded the castle. Basically, she had a fucking big-ass invisible force field around it. Shining armor wouldn't did... Jesus, I haven't read this either. Shining armor wouldn't did do jack shit compared to her. Tyrek wouldn't have scratched it. Pretty fucking badass, huh? Like the walls of Constantinople. And then I have a link to, of course I have a link to the, oh, I have it muted. Hurry up. I have a link to They Might Be Giants' song, Istanbul, Not Constantinople, which is a really good song. They Might Be Giants are pretty good. But, so yeah, I don't know why I have this plugged in still. So yeah, that's a good song. I want to see it. I don't think they tour anymore, but I want to see They Might Be Giants live sometime. I always confuse them with Young the Giant, who apparently come from Irvine and are maybe younger than me. Anyway. Fuck my titties, yelled Celestia coarsely. She would have to take more direct action. She called up 1,488 members of the Royal Guard because she was also secretly a neo-Nazi. Fucking Nazis, I swear! But for her, of all ponies, I did not see that coming. Yeah, okay, sorry. So yeah, she sent almost 1,500 of her best soldiers to kill Sweetie Bot. Will they succeed? Find out next chapter. Author's note from Wikipedia. That's from Wikipedia? That's a badass looking picture. It's like a very stylized Luna, like blocking off a bunch of shields or something? I don't know. Oh, I guess this quote's from Wikipedia. Ames made a suggestion for the Union troops to entrench in their current positions. Upon hearing this notion, a frenzied Curtis grabbed a spade and threw it over Confederate trenches and shouted, "Dig, Johnnies, I'm coming for you." How fucking badass is that? Throwing a shovel at your enemies and telling them to entrench because you're about to whoop their asses? Nice. Alright, next chapter. It's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? We're. To be fair, the way I talk and run a live stream is not very different from the way I write. It's like people are like, man, the Super Trampoline is a weird fucker. Yeah, I am. All right, the army of ponies Pony assassins descended upon the castle. Rarity huddled in the basement with their adopted sister, Sweetie Bot, who was crying. Rarity was mad. Why was this happening? They all wondered. In a small house on the outskirts of Ponyville, Super Trampoline was listening to War Pigs on his phonograph. It's a pretty metal song, released in 4058 PC. That's year 4058, Princess Celestia. A measure of how old Celestia is. For reference sake, 4,000 years ago, in human time, there were some pharaohs in Egypt. War Pigs is a cool song. It's a song most people know. Well, no, the song by Black Sabbath most people know is Iron Man. Dun, 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 dun. But War Pigs is probably the second best known song. That's dun 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 dun, and then the soldiers huddled in black masses. Something, na 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 na. It's an anti-war song, and it's pretty cool. It has a weird, not super weird, but interesting music video. And there's a really good mashup of War Pigs and Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. I'll drop a link to that in the chat after I finish the story. In a small house on the outskirts of Ponyville, Super Trampoline was listening to War Pigs on his phonograph. It's a pretty metal... I read all that. Okay. Twilight teleported down to her concrete-enforced basement. Rarity, the situation is bad. There's a bunch of bad motherfuckers on my doorstep, and they want the bot. Why did Celestia hate robots so much? Find out in the next chapter of this exciting series. And then we've got... I think this is probably fan art of... So there was a show on the Hub called Dan versus Everything.
Yeah.
It's about this grumpy mid-30s?
I don't know.
Did you ever watch it?
No.
I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. Grumpy mid-30s maybe? Single man who's kind of a loser and hates everything. And a few of his friends. And it was a kind of a decent show. Flufflepuff, the person who does Flufflepuff, had him show up in some of his earlier skits. But anyway, Justice, some 4-digit number, I don't remember, like 35543553 or something, has a long fucking ass crossover series called The Wheel and the Butterfly, about Pinkie Pie getting tossed into the human world and Dan befriending her, and Pinkie slowly making Dan less of an asshole. And anyway, this, what I imagine is fan art, features human versions of the Pie Sisters with this doesn't really look much like Marble. I think that's the Pie Sisters, because I think that's Maud. Maybe. Maybe this might have been from before they actually were introduced on the show. We just knew they existed. But if that is Maud, she's looking like a goth, wearing a Black Sabbath shirt and a stereo or cassette player. So nice. Yeah, that's interesting. So next chapter. Okay. Space Truckin' with 10 exclamation points. Space Truckin' is a sick ass song by Pink Floyd. It's got such a good riff. It's like Space Truckin'. Da na 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 na. Do you like the Pink or Deep Purple?
Yeah.
They're a good band. Everyone knows Smoke on the Water,
Right.
which was actually about a venue closing or burning down at the Montreux Jazz Festival, I think, in Montreux, Switzerland. And yeah, he mentioned the song. Third lyric mentions the Stones mobile truck. That was the Rolling Stones. They had a recording studio on wheels. So yeah, that song's actually based on the story. It's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, I'm a keyboard player, rock keyboard player. So John Lord's a huge inspiration for me. Rest in peace. Anyway, Space Truckin'. It turns out that Celestia hates Sweetie Bot because Sweetie Bot represents the future of robotization. Part of what keeps Equestria society running smoothly is the high employment rate. It turns out the reason Equestria has such a mismatch of technological progress is that Celestia tries to limit the proliferation of technology that will cause unemployment. She's a Luddite, and Sweetie Bot represents technology that will ruin her utopian vision. But she is wrong because... And then I have author's note, and looks like I tried to paste a picture, but failed. Let's fix that. This is a GIF file, so it should... Yes, it worked. Oh, and it's an alumnix picture. How appropriate. Alright, so save chapter. Now when we refresh... There we go. You've watched some of alumnix.
Yeah.
I love him. There's a fan fiction author named Aragon from Spain. He's from Spain. His humor style and, like, how good he is at writing is, like, exactly like alumnix humor style, except in story form instead of weird-ass videos. So, alright. Damn it. Okay, so, next chapter. Glad I fixed that. Socialism is the answer. I'm sorry, I keep looking to see your reaction to shit. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
If workers owned the means of production, then optimization would lead to greater leisure, not greater hardship. But Celestia is a reactionary, who likes her quaint, feudal society, inasmuch she opposes technology like SweetieBot. Will Rarity be able to defeat her assassins? And then author's note. We've got a picture with sees the machines of production and a pony head. Industrial workers of the world unite. My guess is that this is by... There's this one guy on Derpy Brew who just produces tons of leftist pony pictures. It's pretty funny. But cool. Alright, next chapter. Fight, Rarity, fight! Rarity would not stand for these murderous attacks on her sister. She teleported out of the castle with a machete and started hacking away at the soldiers. Just like how Samson killed 1,000 men with a donkey's jawbone. And then I have a link to Judges where that's recounted. So did Rarity go on the fiercest of rampages, slicing off soldiers' heads, legs, elbows, hooves, breasts, and penises. I can say penis since this is rated teen, and the word appears in a non-sexual context. Although if we're going to get Freudian, perhaps this castration represents a release of anger at her dad by Rarity? At any rate, it was a fucking massacre. Scores of ponies sent to their death by Celestia for her mad reactionary cause. A real shame, but after 20 minutes it was all over. Rarity had defeated the assassins. SweetieBot was safe. Author's note. It looks something like this, but way worse. So, it's a picture of, like, all these bloodied Pegasus just falling from the sky in Ponyville? Like, what the fuck? What the... What the... I have to look on Derpy Brew, see... No, everyone's falling, or dying. Like, I think that's Rainbow Dash trying to support a dying pony, but, looks like, ponies in houses are dying, too. What the fuck? Oh, I want to see something. Okay, yeah, we've got a Derpy Brew number. So, we can search for it. And I want to note, I have filtered out spoilers on my tag. Have you seen the leaks, or you try to save them?
Huh?
Have you seen the leaks?
No.
Me neither, I'm trying to save it. Oh, right, I have to do find picture, and then replace that number with this number. And bam. Why is this rated mature? Explicit. Oh, Grimdark? What the fuck? Alright, what's this? Oh, are they eating? What is the story behind this? Psycho zombies. Huh. Weird. Alright, let's finish this story. Okay. Oh, oops, okay. So, Last chapter. Quibble Pants makes, oh, it's like 100 zeros or O's or something. I just think I typed O until it wouldn't let me make a chapter longer. Quibble Pants suddenly appeared. Wow. Or let's see if I can do Patton Oswalt. Shit, I need a little inspiration. Patton Oswalt. I'm so glad they got him. Like, he's perfect for the role. Performing for the drunkest.
Was offered a gig at a casino. I've never done a casino before, and it was up in Washington State.
Okay, I can do this. Wow, Rainbow Dash won't sleep with me, but Rarity, you're pretty hot yourself. You want to make out? Oh, I don't have quotation marks there. Bad, Brian. Sure, said Rarity, who was quite aroused by all his blood and death. She was, after all, a serial killer, according to Brony Writer. So Brony Writer's like one of the most followed authors in the fandom, and one of his biggest works is The Secret Life of Rarity, in which she is a serial killer, but the good type of serial killer who only like kills bad people, apparently. I'd personally take that with a grain of salt myself. Anyway, Rarity and Quibble's tongues met and intertwined in sweet, sweet ecstasy. It was all very slobbery. Hey, can I... Nightlight... Yeah, Twilight's parents have never spoken, have they? Or did... No, they did in the Once Upon a Zeppelin, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember what they sound like, but, Hey, can I join, please? Asked Nightlight, who was having a very bad day. Replied the two lovers, swapping saliva. That was sure, but it was kind of hard to hear them with them sucking face. Nightlight stuck his own tongue into... Nightlight stuck his own tongue into the frenzy for some sweet three-way tongue action. So why? Rarity asked telepathically, since they couldn't really talk with their tongue, and their tongues were all touching. And when your tongue is touching another person's, you can communicate with them. Are you joining us today? Because my wife, Twilight Velvet, you know, Twilight's mother. We know who she is, the other two telepathed in unison. Right. Well, it turns out she's having an affair with Celestia, and that just doesn't sit right with me. Actually, there is a story on FimFiction where Twilight Velvet, with Nightlight's approval and encouragement, tries to woo Celestia. Fuck it, this is so off the rails. I'm finding it now, just to show you it has fucking adorable-ass cover art. Okay, stories. So we search for stories. We want us some tags. God damn it, I need to get rid of that fucking virus. Filter. Tags. Twilight. Velvet. And Celestia. And romance. That should be good. Search. Ah, jeez. Here we go. Look at that cute-ass art. That's adorable. It's, Twilight Velvet looking up hopefully, holding flowers in front of Celestia, and Celestia is a bit blushing and embarrassed. And, it's called Just Like Old Times by Krickis, Krickis. And, yeah, I need to read it. Fucking adorable. Gay-ass ponies. Alright, so yeah, right, well, it turns out she's having an affair with Celestia, and that just doesn't sit right with me. Oh, darling, that's hella rough. Can you picture Rarity saying hella rough? Rarity responded while inching her hoof lower down Nightlight's barrels towards Nightlight's flashlight. I'd be sad too if my wife cheated on me with a gay Nazi. Let's cheer you up. I know just the pony to give this story a happy ending. And then Flitter appeared and made it a four-way tongue tug-of-war. But when Flitter licks ponies, they fall asleep, so that didn't last too long. Oops. And we have a picture of Flitter doing the I want to come inside Rainbow Dash pose, except her tush is vibrating frenetically. Frenetic. A great word. Author's note. It's not often that my own stories make me laugh, but Nightlight stuck his own tongue into the frenzy for some sweet three-way tongue action did. See you all at BronyCon. It's got a picture of Derpy dancing with Anon wearing a one-piece swimsuit or a leotard? This is definitely the work of 4chan. I feel like it's based on a dog and a human dancing, but, so yeah. That's all the Licky Flitter stories in existence on FimFiction. And, yeah. Huh. Well, thanks for putting up with that. Wow, people really only want to stick around for the live stream. It's dead in here. I mean, I don't blame them. But, see if there's anything. Yeah. Either my internet stopped working, and I don't think it did, because it's still going, and it says 4 people watching. Yeah, I think, we can, end this live stream. So, it's 10:17. I've recorded this all. I'll post it soon. Super Trampoline, Josiah, peace. You want to say anything?
No.
Okay.